Hello, and welcome to tonight's spine-tingling adventure. Prepare yourself for a thrilling and chilling experience as we delve into the dark world of the haunted carnival. Sit back, relax, and let your imagination take you on this horrifying journey. But remember, you've been warned. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more terrifying tales. Now, without further ado, let's begin our story, The Disappearance of a Girl at the Haunted Carnival. Once, in a small, desolate town on the outskirts of nowhere, there stood a haunted carnival, notorious for its ghastly stories and eerie atmosphere. Every October it seemed to spring to life, casting a dark shadow over the town. It was said that those who dared to visit the carnival would be forever haunted by the spirits that roamed its grounds. One stormy night, as lightning illuminated the ominous carnival, a group of daring teenagers, led by their fearless ringleader, Jake, decided to explore the haunted carnival ground. Among them was Jake's younger sister, Lily, a girl of just 14, who nervously tagged along, not wanting to be left out. As the group made their way through the rickety, rusted gates, they could feel the sinister energy that permeated the air. They passed by long-abandoned attractions, a Ferris wheel that groaned in the wind, a merry-go-round with its paint-chipped horses frozen mid-gallop, and a hall of mirrors that seemed to whisper dark secrets as they approached. Eager to prove their bravery, the group ventured further into the carnival. Suddenly, a chilling gust of wind blew through the area, extinguishing their flashlights and plunging them into darkness. The group panicked, their screams echoing through the desolate grounds. As their eyes slowly adjusted to the darkness, they noticed that one of their own had vanished. Lily had disappeared without a trace. Fear gripped the remaining friends as they searched for her, their hearts pounding in their chests. Their search led them to a dilapidated tent, its once vibrant canvas now faded and torn. With trepidation, they entered the tent and found themselves in a dimly lit room filled with dusty, broken-down carnival games. The walls were adorned with grotesque, grinning clown faces that seemed to be laughing at their fear. As the group searched the tent, they heard a faint, haunting melody playing in the distance. It was the tune of an old, out-of-tune calliope beckoning them deeper into the carnival. Desperate to find Lily, they followed the eerie music through the dark and winding pathways. As they approached the source of the music, they came across a decrepit carousel, its once gleaming horses now skeletal and monstrous. The sinister music grew louder as the carousel slowly started to spin, seemingly of its own accord. The friends hesitated, unsure whether to continue, but Jake, his determination fueled by fear for his sister, stepped onto the carousel. One by one, the others followed, each picking a twisted steed to ride. As the carousel spun faster and faster, the line between reality and nightmare blurred. The friends found themselves surrounded by ghostly apparitions of carnival goers long since past. The laughing clowns on the walls seemed to come alive, their laughter now a sinister cackle. Suddenly, the carousel screeched to a halt, and the friends were thrown to the ground. Dazed and terrified, they looked around to see that they had been transported to another part of the haunted carnival. In front of them stood a crumbling funhouse, its entrance a gaping dark maw. With no other option, they entered the funhouse, their hearts pounding as they navigated the maze of distorted mirrors and shifting floors. Each turn brought new horrors, The feeling of invisible eyes watching them, the sensation of icy breath on their necks, and chilling whispers that seemed to come from within the walls. Finally, they reached the heart of the funhouse, a large, dimly lit chamber filled with cobwebs and antique carnival artifacts. In the center of the room, a life-sized marionette dangled from the ceiling, its strings tangled and knotted. As they approached the marionette, they noticed that it bore a striking resemblance to Lily. Fear gripped their hearts as they realized that the marionette was, in fact, their missing friend, her lifeless eyes staring blankly into the darkness. A sinister laughter echoed through the chamber, and a shadowy figure emerged from the darkness. It was the ghost of the carnival's long-dead ringmaster, his face twisted with malevolence. He cackled, his voice raspy and cold. "You dared to trespass on my haunted grounds, and now you shall pay the price," he sneered. "Your friend is mine, and she shall remain here, trapped for all eternity." Desperate to save Lily, Jake found the courage to confront the evil ringmaster. "Release her, or face our wrath," he shouted, his voice trembling. The ringmaster laughed, a wicked grin spreading across his face. "Very well," he replied, "but you must first beat me in a game of my choosing. If you win, I'll release her. But if you lose, you will all join her in eternal torment." With no other choice, the friends accepted the challenge. The ringmaster led them to an ancient, dusty arcade game that seemed to be connected to the very soul of the haunted carnival. The game was simple. All they had to do was shoot down a series of ghostly targets. Taking a deep breath, Jake stepped up to the game, his friends watching nervously. With each shot, the targets seemed to taunt him, their ghostly forms flickering and shifting. Despite the intense pressure, Jake managed to hit every target, his hands shaking as he fired the final shot. The ringmaster's face contorted with rage as he realized he had been defeated. "No!" he screamed. "This cannot be!" As the ringmaster vanished into the darkness, the cursed strings that held Lily captive began to unravel. Her lifeless body fell to the floor, and her friends rushed to her side. As they held her close, the color returned to her cheeks, and she opened her eyes, disoriented but alive. With Lily safe, the group hurriedly made their way through the haunted carnival, the darkness slowly lifting as they left the cursed grounds. As they exited the rusted gates, they vowed never to speak of the horrors they had faced that night. And so, the haunted carnival continued to cast its dark shadow over the town, its sinister secrets waiting for the next group of thrill-seekers foolish enough to venture inside. We hope you enjoyed this spine-tingling adventure. If it sent shivers down your spine, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more terrifying tales. Until next time, sleep tight and remember, some nightmares are closer to reality than you think. Goodbye and sweet dreams.